Hello, how's it going today? It's Frankie Nelson here, and I watched probably the most chaotic and craziest and mental movie I have seen in such a long time. You may have seen this movie on TikTok, you may have heard about it, and it's called the Belko experiment. Oh my goodness, this film, I'm telling you, it is wild. When I first watched it, I was like, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, I'm hooked. My sort of movie got plenty of chaos, got plenty of everything, right? It's incredible. I don't know how much of this movie I will get to. I might miss some good scenes out or whatnot because I don't to get from trying to make this as short as I can. And it's basically about if any of you don't know what it's about 80 Americans that are in this office, and the office gets put on lockdown. All the windows gets covered. The entrance get covered. Blocked off everything, right? And they have to take part in this twisted game by a voiceover that says, "Oh, you have like this amount of time to kill this many people, blah blah." And a certain amount of time, stage one, I think they had to kill 30 people. Stage two, they had to kill more people, and then stage three, it's just the remaining people left. Whoever got the most kills left will obviously be the winner. Whoever kills whoever's coming at the end is the winner. And I'm back. I forgot some of the characters' names. Bear with me. I mean, I will give away spoilers by the way. So watch the movie set first, then watch my video. There's this guy. There's Michael Mitch or something like that. You got Wendell. Then you got I forgot the security guard's name now. But this is it's an incredible movie, and they fight to the death. And basically, if you don't know, Wendell is you might have seen that Wendell character before. He plays Dr. Cox and Scrubs, but that's irrelevant anyway. Now this is wild. This movie because obviously they all have like detonators in the back of that bombs in the back of the head. So if they disobey any order or just choose not to listen to what the voice officer says, the bomb explodes and detonates, if you want to put it that way, into their heads. And obviously there's rules. They can't you know put any banners to warn people. They can't take the bomb out of their head. They can't do any of that stuff. They can't do some certain things. And it's just a wild movie. Like those scenes where Wendell is working with like the Norris guy, like another dude, and they're working out against each other to kill other people. There was like it got a bit chaotic, especially with the stairs scene where everybody was going crazy. It's like especially the scenes where they have to Wendell and Norris is gathering up everybody and they start taking them out one by one. It it's actually a really wild movie. Honestly, like the storyline was good, the acting was first class in a movie like that. Honestly, they should make a Belko experiment too. I know, there should be a part two to sort of make. There should be a Belko experiment two or whatever. But this movie is probably the most sensational movie I've ever seen. Mesmerizing, dope from the first minute onwards. I was hooked. Like it's one of those movies where it could have done with a bit more of a twist as well. But it's just brilliant though. I mean, especially when the first time the bomb detonated and it went down, it's going to go down. And that scene where there was towards the end where the remaining characters were obviously like, oh, now they have to find her dead body. But it's wild. There's a lot of like violent, brutal scenes where a guy gets trapped in a lift and he gets crushed to death. Then you got a security guy that got stabbed. You got people who got shot on the head. Then you get like the end part between Michael and Norris, where Michael obviously wins and he gets like some sort of the thing that said tapes or just hits a guy with a bash. It's like it was insane. I kind of knew Michael was gonna win. I don't know if any of you realize that the way Michael was, the way how these horror movies always put that certain character that is more intelligent and smart. He came as a more intelligent and consistent one, which was perfect for him to win at the end. He kind of knew how to get past this. I think someone mentioned that someone's a Marine. I don't know if that was Norris or Michael. If anything, if it was Michael, I wouldn't be surprised if they let him win at the end. Like, to be fair, that's how it was set up that way. I think his girlfriend was that chick was I don't know that chick's name. Damn it, it's just I think that's a common Cowen. I think I'm not quite sure, but they were saying each other. It was just it's mad, especially that where there was two dudes that was like the engineers, and that one dude got a bit crazy. But it's got a bit haywire. It's downright chaotic. Whoever made this movie, thank you for making a movie like this. I've been meaning to watch this for like a while right now. I had other movies in mind. I do have another movie that I watched today, which I'll get onto another video. Honestly, like, this is a must-watch movie. I could pick up so many other scenes to this, literally. You know, there was a scene where a group of workers kicked this guy to death. It's all mental, and you know, there's a scene where when they got, you know, messed up with the axe, like this woman was like hitting him with the head with the axe, bang, 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 and even especially the intensity of it, or the storyline, the dialogue. You know, it's like it's madness. It really is. It's I'm just like wow, hooked from start to finish. There was scenes of the soldiers were, when Michael did win at the end, he actually went and then he got questioned by this guy called I should really keep note of the characters. Yeah, I think it was Billy or something. I can't quite remember. Billy was saying, this dude was saying, oh, we're just testing human behaviors. I thought it was going to be a bit more of a different ending where, it was going to be like, oh, well, it was all just like this sort of experiment, something different at the end. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting to be like, oh, everyone didn't actually die. It was all set up, but I don't know. But literally, I don't know who takes part in these sort of twisted games, right? I think it's a government thing. And there probably is experiments that got around. Anyways, it's a clever ending because there was one particular scene where there was a tiny little bombs that put into a cloth or whatever it was, and he put them in his pocket. That's so clever. He put them in his pocket. He obviously, when he got taken by the soldiers, at the end it shows him he put the bombs in all their pockets. So that was clever. It all exploded, and boom, he started to take the gun. He was like, it was a great ending though. I brilliant ending. That's a sensational movie. It really is. I don't want to go on and on about the movie. You have to watch it for yourself. It's damn near crazy. That's serious. I don't think Exam was nowhere near as crazy as this movie. And that movie had tension. This has more tension to the point where everyone went berserk. Honestly, this is probably the best movie I've ever seen. Probably one of the movies of the century. It's and then at the end it was a crazy ending though because it just showed the camera panning out to other people that are going through this sort of stuff. And I thought he was the only one. Literally, it's wild. Seriously, there should be a Belko experiment too, but this time make it a bit different. Have one person in on it and have one person that's a soldier. That would be dope. Seriously, imagine. Oh my god, that'd be incredible to do to actually make a movie like this again. Belko experiment 2, but this time a person on this. Oh my god, imagine that. Whew. The rating, I almost forgot about the rating with this movie. I can't stop thinking about my head now. The rating is 10 out of 10. I mean, how can you rate it even lower than a 9? This movie is beyond everything good I've seen in a horror movie. Horror movies, they didn't need to have any, like, horror movies like this don't need to have supernatural stuff in it. Doesn't need to have a serial killer. Doesn't need to have people going crazy in a room. That's what makes it good because it's berserk, it's wild, it's mental, it's madness, chaotic. Every single of these words I could describe is perfect for a movie like this. Please watch this movie. It's crazy. 10 out of 10 it is. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, share everyone you know, subscribe and hit the bell notification below. And I'll see you in my next video.